streaming live, tackling the topics everyone's talking about online. Share, engage, interact. This is Newsfeed Now.
Well. Hello, welcome to Wednesday. This is Newsfeed Now. I am Aaron Nolan. The number one trending topic right now on Twitter. I am here on Twitter. You can always follow me and engage at Aaron Nolan News. The number one Twitter handle trending topic right now is Zeke. Just Zeke. Z-E-K-E. We're going to talk about the guy behind this nickname Zeke coming up in just a few minutes as the Dallas Cowboys star running back. He's going to be back on the field after signing a huge, and when I say huge, I mean mega $1 million contract. We're going to talk to our big game reporter about this and the rest of the NFL season that kicks off tomorrow. But first we start with a big move by the retail giant. Walmart has changed its gun policy in response to recent mass shootings. The announcement comes just days after a shooting killed 7 people in Odessa, Texas. And it follows 2 back-to-back shootings last month, one of them at a Walmart store in El Paso, Texas. Kelly O'Neill has more from the home of Walmart in Northwest Arkansas.
I think it does send a really big message that the climate towards gun safety is changing, and we're hoping that our senators, when they go back to work in Washington, will follow suit and do their part to take action.
Walmart announces it's discontinuing sales of short barrel rifle and handgun ammunition, and it's halting handgun sales in Alaska, marking a complete exit from handguns in that state.
Tragic that it takes tragedy to bring about change, but we're really grateful that Walmart is putting the safety of its customers and its employees first.
In a letter to associates, Walmart CEO Doug McMillon says the company experienced 2 horrific events in 1 week, and they'll never be the same. Referencing a mass shooting in El Paso, Texas inside a Walmart store, and another shooting in Dayton, Ohio. Now, the world's largest retailer is also asking customers to no longer openly carry firearms in stores, even where open carry is permitted.
It's clearly a political move. No one believes it's going to make a change.
State Senator Bart Hester says while he supports Walmart's decision to end open carry in stores,
I don't think they believe, nor I believe, this will affect a mass shooting in America, whether Walmart sells ammunition or not.
Kelly, thank you so much. Let's bring in Tavares Jones from Fayetteville, Arkansas, very near the home headquarters for Walmart in Bentonville, Arkansas. Tavares, thanks for joining the program. What are folks in your area saying? Do they believe that this could stop mass shootings in the future?
Yeah, Aaron, so in that Kelly story, you saw that woman speaking. She's from the Benton County Moms Demand Actions Group. They think this is a great move by Walmart. They think that this is a proactive way to stop mass shootings across the country. You also heard from a local senator. He says it's just a political move. We had Governor Asa Hutchinson also speaking out on this. He says he supports Walmart's decision by the mass retailer, also saying that the company has to use data and trends to do what's best for them, but also stay true to their company values. We know Walmart is a giant when it comes to retail. Right down the road here in Bentonville, it doesn't really impact many stores here. We haven't seen that impact yet, but I can tell you it's something that's on the forefront of people's tongues as they shop at local stores across our area as well.
I'm curious as to the State Senator Bart Hester saying it's clearly a political move, but then we've got Walmart CEO Doug McMillon saying it's clear to us that the status quo is unacceptable. It seems like to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you're in that area there, this is just Walmart trying to do anything. When the mass shootings happened last month, in a Walmart store, they took down any video game imagery of violence. Is that kind of the feeling from your viewers, from the folks on Facebook and social media, that Walmart's trying to do anything at this point, and that maybe Senator Hester, he may not be looking at this the right way. It's more than political move. It's just trying to make a difference.
Right, and I think that's you hit it right on the nail on the head. I think it is Walmart trying to just do anything that's possible. You talked about the video games. Now they're doing the ammunition, the stopping of those sales. It's unclear if, well, however, they did say that they will continue to, honor the request of sportsmen and people who want to do recreational things like that. So it's just unclear as to when Walmart will say, okay, this is our definitive line as to what we will not tolerate or what will not happen in the store. We talked about the no open carries in the stores. I know in Alaska, they stopped it altogether in that state. So there'll be no guns carried in Walmart stores at all in Alaska. But around here, people on Facebook just chiming in. Some people think Walmart might be just jumping on the bandwagon, but from my standpoint, I don't really have an opinion. But you can kind of see it's the company taking a stance to just put an end to gun violence across the country altogether.
What about, has Walmart said anything about the recent activities surrounding their stores? I know in Springfield, Missouri, that there was almost a shooting. There was a person of interest that was observed there. And then, of course, the shooting that happened in Texas. Is there any concern that maybe Walmart has become an open area where folks are saying, well, you know, maybe I can go in there?
Yeah, so that is an underlying conversation. We see that in a lot of our social media posts. However, in this area specifically, with it being the Walmart headquarters, a lot of these stores in this area are a test pilot for a lot of projects, or they are the standard of Walmart stores. So it's not like the typical stores we see around the country. But I can tell you a lot of the people that come here and shop here are either Walmart vendors, Walmart employees, or people from the University of Arkansas as well, students. So I don't know if this area is directly impacted by it, but I can tell you it has a number of other stores. We know that it's the world's largest retailer, and so I think that's what they're trying to get a handle on, is the stores that are not, within this market itself.
Tavares, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you taking the time. Walmart, not the only big retailer that is making a stand. Kroger is urging folks. Here's a quote. Kroger is respectfully asking that customers no longer openly carry firearms into our stores other than authorized law enforcement officers. Kroger is a very popular grocery store chain throughout the South. I know some of the states that we cover don't have Krogers, but Kroger is making a stand. Walmart is making a stand. We'll see if anything comes of that as far as safety in the future. But hey, at the end of the day, be honest with you, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green Party, it doesn't matter. If one life can be saved from these policies, it's worth it. Sticking with gun violence, a shooting at a high school football game still has an Alabama community on edge. 9 people were injured in the shooting. One of the victims is talking. He was shot in both legs as he was running away from the gunfire. He says he's thankful he survived 2 near-death experiences in just 1 week. Dana Winters reports.
The 2 situations I had back-to-back, I could have been dead in both situations.
Jarvis Murphy was at Friday night's game at Lad Peoples Stadium.
I ain't expecting nothing like that to happen.
He saw a fight break out as he was leaving.
I started running because I seen the occasion, and then that's when they started shooting.
He says the stadium was frantic, people trying to stay safe.
Everyone running everywhere, like no one stopped running, everyone running everywhere, trying to get cover. People was laying down all in the bleachers and stuff. The first bullet hit the side of my shoe, my left shoe, and then the second bullet hit my leg, my left leg, and the third one hit straight my right leg. I just kept running all the way outside until I seen the police. Then I laid down, rolled my leg up, and I was bleeding. I was just bleeding.
He was released from the hospital a few hours later and did not think he would end up in the emergency room again a few days later.
My sister was driving my car, and it had broke down.
Murphy got into an Uber on Monday afternoon to go pick up some parts so he could fix his car. Once again, he had a guardian angel looking out.
We was trying to get off the exit on going Dolphin out of Parkway, and she was making the exit, and she was slowing down because she finna pass the exit. She was trying to slow down to make the exit, and as she was slowing down, a car came behind us and just hit us. And the car hit us, and we flew up the exit.
He says the car flipped 4 times before coming to a stop sitting upright.
I just feel like God saved my life twice this week. I just want to be so thankful for God. I promise I don't know what I'd do without God. I feel like He saved my life twice.
Now joins us from Mobile, Alabama. Dana, I feel kind of silly here because this is the first time that I've heard about this shooting. I'm assuming the national media kind of concerned with Dorian, concerned with the boat explosion that happened off California's coast. Tell us a little bit about the shooting. When did it happen? How many people were hurt? Tell me a little bit more about what happened there in Mobile at Lad Peoples Stadium.
Well, it was a really frantic situation on Friday night. I was actually across the bay in Baldwin County when they heard the initial calls. And so what we've learned so far is that it started with a fight between 2 people that escalated. They do have one young man in custody, D'Angelo Parnell, and he was actually in court this morning. They say that 9 people were shot at just after that game. It was a game between 2 of our local high schools here, Williamson High School and LaFleur High School. And that young man who I was speaking with, Jarvis Murphy, he was actually there to watch his alma mater, Williamson High School, play when all of this broke out. We actually went to the hospital not too long after the game and when the victims were arriving, and there was just a long line of parents and family members waiting outside the emergency room, standing by to make sure that their loved ones were okay. So it was really crazy.
Dana, I am doing a little research on this, and I'm not sure if you have seen this yet. This was tweeted out about a couple hours ago from the Mobile County Public Schools. Have you looked at this new policy and the protocol for sporting events yet?
Yeah, they're going to be having the metal detectors, and that's something that's been talked about for a little while down here. I haven't actually gotten all of the way through it, but I know that there was a clear bag policy that was kind of being talked about yesterday as well.
Yeah, it's saying that they're going to increase the number of police and security officers for home games and sporting events. Schools will have 1 to 2 designated gates for spectators to enter. There's a whole list. There's actually, I'm looking at, Dana, we're looking at more than 14 different policies that they're going to enact here. I'm assuming this is all just to make a difference, just to save, whatever they can so that we don't have anything else like this.
No, I mean, after Friday, I think they really all wanted to step in and do something. We had our mayor, our police chief, just everyone talking about this, from Friday on, and it's still a big discussion here in town. I mean, it was just such a crazy scene. So many young kids, all of the victims ages between 15 and 18 years old. So these are kids who are in high school, maybe just graduated in their first year of college, just starting their lives, really young kids. And so they want to do all they can to make sure that these young kids stay safe.
Yeah, you mentioned D'Angelo Parnell, who is the alleged shooter in this, pleaded not guilty this morning, 17 years old. Do you know anything more about this individual?
I do not. I mean, there's been some speculation as to why he may have brought the gun with him to the game, but so far he turned himself in early in the morning. We haven't really heard too much. They did take him to Mobile Metro Jail, and we were there standing by as police officers walked him to the car, but he didn't really say too much as officers escorted him.
Finally, before we go, next hearing for Parnell, October the 2nd. I got to ask about metal detectors at schools in Mobile County. Is this something that is not normal, and do you think that obviously now the protocol is in place that maybe this is going to become the standard?
I mean, it hasn't been normal, so I guess this is going to be our new normal here. I think it will I hope that it will make a difference. I think at this point they're just trying to find something that will help, and I think that they're using the metal detectors because other schools have seen success with safety when it comes to using the metal detectors there. So I mean, we all hope that this will work, and they seem very confident that these new rules and regulations will work. And I know that we at least have one homecoming game this Friday, so it will be a big game, and that's one of the reasons why they wanted to get all these policies in place so early this week. So we do hope that it definitely makes a big difference. All
right, Dana Winter, thank you so much. Interesting stuff there. We appreciate it. Well, there is some relief this morning on the Florida coastline. Despite the heavy rains, the Carolinas, well, they're bracing for impact. Nadia Romero is in Jacksonville, Florida with the latest on where Dorian may be headed next.
Some communities along the Florida coast beginning to breathe a little easier as Hurricane Dorian lashes them with wind and rain, but passes without making landfall.
We've been under mandatory evacuation for days. We look like we're going to take a big hit, and every track that we've seen since then has been more encouraging.
But as the storm moves north, Georgia, the Carolinas, and southern Virginia have their guard up. Dorian is picking up speed and expanding, which means greater the potential for dangerous storm surge and flooding.
Storm surge is more prone to large hurricanes, so the threat of a very, very severe storm surge along the South Carolina coast is growing larger at this point.
Meanwhile, in the Bahamas, they are facing the grim after effects of the strongest hurricane to ever hit the island nation. The death toll is rising.
We were doing all right until the water kept coming up.
Several areas in the Bahamas remain underwater.
I want to assure and inform the Bahamian population that we can expect more deaths to be recorded.
In Jacksonville, Florida, I'm Nadia Romero.
Nadia, thanks. Let's bring in Chris Cozart from Lafayette, Louisiana. Chris, we have watched this thing develop all the way out to sea. Now that it's here on the Atlantic coast, what will it do, and what's the greatest impact here to the United States?
Well, like in that package that you saw, it's the storm surge that's really going to be the utmost concern for the Georgia coast, the Carolina coast, and also now the heavy rain threat as well. There's a satellite and radar of Dorian right now. It's a Category 2 hurricane, so it's no longer a major hurricane, but that's not necessarily a good thing either, because what happens is these storms will decompress, and then all the rainfall with that rain field will actually kind of go outwards and kind of expand more from the center of rotation, and that's what you're almost seeing here across Daytona Beach with rainfall and rain bands getting into Jacksonville. And I think we actually have a camera there from Jacksonville right now, and you can see that the winds and the waves hitting the pier there, certainly seeing some strong winds still with this, because it's still a Category 2 hurricane with wind speeds sustained at around 100 miles per hour there. You have any questions here?
Yeah, I'm curious as we look at this. Obviously the surf is pretty intense. What are we going to see as far as the height of surf that the Carolinas could be affected with, and will storm surge come with that?
Oh, absolutely. We're looking at probably wave heights easily over 10 feet, but we're looking at a storm surge possibly anywhere from about 3 to 6 feet, but some areas are projected to get around a 10-foot storm surge. And we're going to get into the impacts right here. Let's look a little bit further north, because the South Carolina coast already dealing with some of those initial rain bands from Dorian. So this is the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. Just came out about an hour ago. Winds at 105 miles per hour, still a Category 2 hurricane. Notice that track keeps that center rotation just offshore. And that's good and bad news. Again, it brings in all that heavy rain, but also that storm surge. The one thing that they won't have to deal with is a tornado threat, and technically we may see a landfall there across the very eastern edges of the North Carolina coast. So it technically may make a landfall there later this week. So this is the tropical storm wind probability, anywhere from 38 to 73 miles per hour winds, and you can see that 100% probability right along the coast of Georgia, the Carolinas, all the way up even into Virginia possibly as well. And then that hurricane wind probability, not as much there because of the center of rotation being there, and it should weaken just a little bit. And you can see those wind probabilities for hurricane force winds. That would be 74 miles per hour or more, is not as great, but there certainly could be some wind gusts there within this Carolina coast that get 74 miles per hour or more. There's your storm surge forecast that you were asking about. So the green shaded area from Savannah up towards Charleston is 6 to 8 feet, but there are some lighter greens there, or that is predicted to be 8 to 10 feet of storm surge there for parts of the South Carolina coast. So storm surge, heavy rains, we're looking at probably rainfall totals anywhere from about 3 to 6 inches, but there will be some hot spots of about 8 to 10 inches or more. So flash flooding and also the storm surge is something that they're going to have to really fight through for the next few days.
All right, Chris, thanks. The NFL kickoff is tomorrow. Green Bay taking on Chicago. But the story that's really dominated headlines, it's America's team, a.k.a. the Dallas Cowboys. Many across the South are Cowboys fans. I am not one of those people, but I must appeal to the masses of Newsfeed Now. After all, our headquarters is right in the middle of cowboy country in Irving, Texas. With that in mind, look who's back. Cowboys fan can breathe a sigh of relief. Multiple reports say Ezekiel Elliott has penned a new contract, making him a very wealthy man. He's headed back to the field for the Cowboys. An exciting time, without a doubt, for all NFL fans. But let's start playing the games first, as Zeke hadn't really practiced at all. All right, before we go, a couple more stories I want to bring up, one of which I just found on one of our Newsfeed Now station's Twitter page. KSN is one of our stations in Kansas. And check this out. This is Taylor Swift, who had someone break into a Rhode Island home, and he took his shoes off because he wanted to be polite. Isn't that nice, Steve? Speaking of divas, today is Bay Day. I don't know what that means. Beyonce turns 38 today. And now, is it Beehive or is it Bayhive? Because she is a Bay. It is Beehive. Why is it not Bayhive? I don't understand. The Beehive is not missing out on the chance to learn how the performer is spending her day. No details yet on what she has planned. Beyonce opened her last year on her 37th birthday with a shout out to her fan base, which is called the Bayhive. Did I get it right, Randy? No. Beehive. Bayhive. Bayhive. They've been flooding social media with birthday wishes to the star. Randy's running an audio today. Randy, what's your favorite Bay song? B song? B song? Bay song? I'm not sure. Single ladies. Are you looking for all the single ladies, Randy? He has a girlfriend. All the single ladies out there, he's got a girlfriend. Randy is taken. So do not get on his Twitter page and say you're a single lady. He is a taken man. Steve, I'm doing him wrong right now, huh? Yep. That's all the time we have for Newsfeed Now. Have a fantastic day. See you right back here on a Thursday. All the single ladies. All the single. It's supposed to be this hand, by the way.